Mommy, I want to go say hi to that man. Sweetheart, that man is homeless. Come with me, okay? We don't talk to homeless bums, okay? He's probably there because he's a failure in life. He probably ended up on drugs and nobody wanted him. So come on, let's go. Never talk to them again. Well, hey there. Can I take a couple seconds of your time before this video starts to talk about fundraising for men, please? As you will see attached to the majority of my videos, I have a fundraiser that is directly linked to Movember. Movember is a fantastic international nonprofit organization for men that helps bring awareness to mental health, suicide awareness, health issues. In fact, it's why men grow their beards in November, also known as No Shave Movember. My goal is to raise $10,000 in 1 month. So I started this on March 7th and it is closing on April 7th. So far we have raised just over $1,000 and we're trying to get 9,000 more. So if you have $5, $1, or even a freaking penny, every single penny helps. It's towards an amazing cause. So with that being said, I better get on to the video or else I get no dick.
Oh baby, no it be okay. Don't gotta be so.
Welcome to Men's Issues that society doesn't just ignore, but blames on men. Now, is this video here to make you feel some sort of guilt or shame? No. But if it happens to make you a little bit uncomfortable, good. That means you're hearing some facts that you ain't never heard before. Now, what's the first issue, you ask? Violence. Oh dear God, violence. Timmy? Did you break my favorite mug? Yes, Mommy. Now come here, I'm gonna beat your ass. Now what just could I be suggesting here? Maybe when we raise our children to believe that we can hit them whenever they do something we don't like because we love them, maybe that could potentially raise them to believe that they can do that to other people who do things that they don't like. Kind of uncomfortable, but makes you think, doesn't it? But it doesn't just stop there. No, it does not. We don't just blame them for the violence that happens against them, but we tell them that it's relatively normal and they should just accept it. Let me show you what I mean. Josh, I am just tired of you not listening to me. Oh, what the fuck? What if I did that to you? It's a little slap. You're gonna cry over a little slap, Josh? I'm like 5'0", you're 6'2". You're gonna tell me that hurt? You're a man. Take it. When men try to come forward about domestic violence, they're not just laughed at and ridiculed. They're told, well, why didn't you take it? You're a man. You can't be abused. Man up. And don't try to convince me for 1 second that abuse isn't encouraged, because look all the way back into school. We would always tell boys, don't hit a girl, no matter what, even if she's hitting you, and if you hit her back, you're the oppressive male. Remember that. Like, it's almost subliminally giving women permission to hit men, knowing that they can't be hit back. Don't try to convince me that men aren't oppressed when it comes to violence evoked against them. And don't forget about depression. Oh, how society loves to ignore male depression. And yeah, they even blame it on men. And you're depressed because your wife took your kids away? Maybe you should have been a better father. Man up. We're men's rights advocates, and we believe that men should be supported through their emotional trauma and their emotions, and therefore we should stop stigmatizing men going to therapy and make it more affordable. Pardon me? Maybe you can donate to some women organizations instead, since the majority of the therapist's office are filled with women because of abusive, toxic men. Probably like yourself. Hey dude, what's up? You're not fucking crying, are you? You're not fucking crying over a girl, are you? Oh, you're crying because you're in debt and you're really scared about your life? Man up, don't be such a pussy. Those are some girl feelings, all right? Come on, bro, let's go get drunk and bang some bitch. I'm sorry, you said that you're traumatized and you have PTSD because the government exploited you as a man and sent you to serve your country and then didn't give a fuck about your mental health during or after? Well, that's your fault. You shouldn't have been so selfish and you shouldn't have been a soldier. You should be disgusted with yourself. Bye. We are constantly teaching men in society, don't show your emotions, don't talk about your problems. Nobody wants to hear about your problems. Keep it to yourself. But you have to be there to solve everybody else's problems. Like, this is just like what men are taught. And then we wonder why men take up the majority of the suicide rate, why so many men are emotionally unavailable, why so many men refuse to show emotions or vulnerability. I wonder why. What's the third issue that society is ignoring and blaming on men? Education. Oh my God, education. This one just sucks. Men should be ashamed because historically women were falling behind due to sexism in education. 100% that is why. But are you saying that modern men should be ashamed of that? Because as of 2020 and 2019, millions more women were surpassing men educationally. So it's actually a crisis how far behind men are falling. Yeah, it couldn't possibly due to sexism. It's actually because men just aren't trying hard enough. We feel that this is a serious issue that needs to be spoken on. Sorry, it's just time that men let women have their turn in education and careers. Now the next one, the pay gap. Now I know that you've heard of it, and a lot of people don't think it's real. It is real. Why it exists, there are multiple different reasons, but there's one that society just loves to blame on men, and I don't know why. Why is it that you are making more money than me, Josh? Because I have a very dangerous job that ensures that I will die by the time that I'm 60. Well, I'm a nurse because society has taught me that as a woman, I can't do the manly jobs. Those are for men. Fair enough. Benevolent sexism is very real, and that is why women typically go for lower paying jobs, things like nurses, teachers, because that's what society has taught them is an acceptable feminine job. Don't you think that it's time for men like you to move out of the way and give your job to a woman? What? Recent studies have come out that are showing that women are having a hard time finding men that are making as much money as they are, and they're actually complaining because they don't want to date broke men. What are you talking about? Now, what's the last one, you might ask? Homelessness. Man, the way that we treat homeless people, who the majority of them are men, is actually quite sickening. Hey, Mommy, I want to go say hi to that man. Sweetheart, that man is homeless. Come with me, okay? We don't talk to homeless bums, okay? He's probably there because he's a failure in life. He probably ended up on drugs and nobody wanted him. So come on, let's go. Never talk to them again. When in reality, he's a veteran whose wife cheated on him while he was gone, took his kids, and then took everything in the divorce. And he paid so much child support that he could no longer afford his house, ended up on the streets, had warrants out for his arrest, ended up in jail because he couldn't pay his child support because he was homeless. Yeah, those guys. Here's the thing, okay? We all have our own societal issues. Women, men, white people, black people, Chinese people, Mexican people, trans people. We all have our own societal issues. But my problem is that the last community that it's socially acceptable, other than really gross people like pedophiles and stuff like that it's acceptable to advocate for is men. And that's almost as cliche as advocating for white people, apparently. Men's rights advocates are 100% put in the same box as white advocates, and it's really frustrating because men take up a massive part of the population. They're human beings, and we don't need to be demonizing 18-year-old little Timmy for something that he didn't do, all right, for privileges that he has yet to experience. That's all I'm saying. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.